Hey y'all, it's Amanda with Tap Mom in the Beg Brigade. I hope everybody's having a good evening, Monday evening. It's about 6:30 here. Sorry I didn't do a video yesterday. I don't think I did. Well, yesterday. I was out of town. I went to Eva's house, and she lives about, well, when I pulled the GPS up to leave her house, it said 75 miles. So, yeah, 75 miles from me. I thought it was 65, but it's 75. But me and the boys, we took Will's car. He has a nicer vehicle than me, and I need tires on my van, so I can't really do a lot of going out of town until I get those tires replaced. But which of course tires for a Toyota Sienna minivan are upwards of $100 each. So I'll probably try to replace one or two this month, and maybe later on this month anyway. And the other one, because I replaced one when Will replaced one when I was in the hospital and I had a flat. He took it into his work at the time, and he told me that my other tires were dry rotted and that I had to be really careful. And so he replaced the one tire, and I bought the one tire that was about $140. So I got to just, but Will said that Walmart has a better deal on tires, so that's probably where I'll go. And I'll wait till YouTube pays me and go get one or two then, and then another one the next time I can, until I have, all new tires. And then I can make the trip to Eva's myself and not have to, worry about Will's car, because that was a rough ride, let me tell you. Ooh, I have issues with my tailbone and not being in comfortable, spots, and my tailbone took a punishment there and back, so I was pretty much in pain the whole time. But I didn't let it keep me from having a good time, because she did a fish fry for Johnny's belated birthday fish fry for John. She also gave him a couple of PlayStation gift cards, which he added to his other one, and was able to get a couple of games that he'd been wanting to download anyway. And so he did that, and she gave me some yarn and some other goodies, and I'm going to show those to you. And I also went to Hobby Lobby just a little bit ago to see if they had any clearance, and of course they did not. I guess I'm just not going to, I don't know, I'm not going to keep going back and forth to Hobby Lobby. And, I have, I don't know when they're going to do it, so I'm not going to, I don't know, I might go, because this week it's on 30% off, so I did buy some yarn, but I think I'll have to look at a calendar and see whenever, I'll probably go back the week of the 24th maybe, so not next week, but the week after, or something along those lines, yeah. And see if they got anything then. I really should stay out of yarn stores. I really should. And I'm gonna back this back the table up a little bit. I have a little phone holder that I use my iPhone to do the recording, and I have a little phone holder thing that attaches to my table, and so that's what I'm using instead of a tripod, because it's easier. This little phone holder does all kinds of things. It has a reposable arm. It lifts up and has another little thing that bends over, and it's pretty neat. Amazon, y'all. That's where I get everything, right? But anyway, oh, and I'm to the point of tucking ends and about to seam up the tank top. Let me show y'all that. I had a little issue, and maybe I'll tell y'all what happened, and what I did to fix it. So this panel, and don't mind about the neck, I'm going to cinch the neck up, but anyway, so this is one panel, and see, I have this little here, but I got to tuck the ends in on this one. But these shoulder pieces up here, I had to me and this thing had a fight about 2 a.m. this morning. And I frogged back to just the top of the regular panel and started all over again with the shoulders on both sides, because the stitches weren't right. It was crooked, and it was just a hot mess. And so I just took a break, had some fruit, had something to drink, And then I frogged what I needed to frog back, and then I started again with the shoulders, and I counted, and I made sure that it was quiet in here while I was counting, because y'all know y'all know that if you get interrupted while you're counting stitches, that's grounds for war. And Will happened to have something on his mind and popped in my door, you know, as I'm counting, and I just looked at him like he had just stolen. I was like, I'm counting. And he's like, oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. But I got it figured out. I had to wait till everybody gone to bed, and I wasn't going to get interrupted and do my counting. Because I try to be available to the boys, you know, if they need something or want to come talk to me. Even though sometimes I wish they wouldn't. Well, Johnny doesn't. Johnny, you know, will knock on the door and you know, can I come, you know. But Will just burst in. He has no sense of, you know, I don't know what to call that, but he just walks in my room. If my door's open, he just walks in it. Sometimes if I'm dead asleep, he walks in and starts talking to me. It doesn't seem to matter to him at all that I deserve personal space and privacy. That just doesn't occur to him at all. That's okay. Maybe he'll move out next year. It might be sooner than that. You never know. Because I'm up to here with it. But, you know, that's how it is when you have, you know, grown children. Sometimes you get along, sometimes you don't. This is a don't week. Oh, and this is strawberry water from Walmart. They didn't have it in the little 1 liter bottles. They didn't have any, so we bought it in cans. It's just as good. It's sugar free and calorie free and all that good stuff, but it's good. I have been putting it over ice in my Yeti cup, but I just grabbed one out of the fridge just now. So, but anyway, yeah, this is, it almost beat me. When I was counting stitches, this is the first panel I did, and when I was counting stitches on the second panel, I was 6 stitches short. 6 stitches. I was upset with myself. I was like, how could you have done that? I mean, I counted stitches, you know, and I made notes, and it still happened. And I was like, and so of course I went straight to my group chat with Eva and Amy, and I was like, what am I gonna do? And Amy says, just take 3 stitches from each side and, you know, make it work like that. And at first I didn't quite grasp what she was saying, but after me and this thing had a fight about 2 a.m. and I had to frog back, you know, things, it occurred to me then. And so I got everything worked out. And then, but of course, it's still three stitches short on each side. So I didn't want to frog back a whole panel, because that's about a day and a half worth of work. Because he's tall, he's very tall. And so what I did, instead of frogging back things, I just did 3 rows of single crochet on each side, and wouldn't you know it, it's now the right size. And it will look just fine. So there you have it. That's how you fix that. So, and it's straight. Everything is straight, and that's important to me. I like to make sure everything's, you know, I don't like the wobbly crooked stuff. I will frog it back if it looks crooked. I don't like crooked crochet. Not at least, especially if you're making something that, you know, that you're being paid to make. You know, you want to make sure it's straight. And I really get nitpicky when it comes to things that I'm selling or that I'm making for someone who has paid me already. You know, I get really, because I want it to look like it's supposed to look when it leaves my house. I want it to smell good and look good before it even leaves my house, because that's just important. That's your reputation on the line. You know, you send something crooked and stinky to somebody, no one ever forgets that you did that. You know what I'm saying? No one ever forgets that you did that. But this is a very dark purple, almost to aubergine. And so even though the label does not say, it does not say averaging, but that's pretty much it. But I've used 5 skeins of 180 yards so far. And well, I have this one little, excuse me, I have this one little ball left out of the last one, which leaves me 3 more skeins to go if I need to do something else. But I went ahead and got some black from Hobby Lobby. I think I got, no, I don't think I got the 2 of these. Yeah, I didn't think I'd need more than 2. And I don't like to, I'm not a 1 skein buyer. I don't buy 1 skein of anything. I buy 2 or 4 or more. I don't want my 1 skein to get lonely. I had to buy it as a friend. It's just a thing. I have a thing with even numbers. I don't like odd numbers at all. It has to be even. So that's why I buy 2. But this is just regular black, and I love this cotton. It's 180 yards, 100% cotton. It's a 4-weight as well, and I've been using a 5.5 eye hook with all this, and that's what I use on this particular yarn. Now on their regular acrylic yarn, I can use a 6mm, but this cotton is really, you know, I don't know, silky tight. It's sort of silky, so it does better with the 5.5. And I'm always using my handy dandy clover hooks, and this is a 5.5. So, and when I was getting ready to go to Eva's, I wanted to take a project with me, and I did find out that I had 2 of those 5.5 hooks, so I could put one stays over here in my little coffee can holder over here, and then one went in the project bag, because I started corner to corner with a cloud cake, and then I ended up not even working on it while I was sitting there, because I couldn't get comfortable because of my tailbone, and then she had so many folks coming in and out. I just decided not to do the crocheting while I was sitting there, because she didn't just have us over. She had family members over. She had her stepdaughter and her stepdaughter's best friend, and the stepson's girlfriend. And then there was her husband's brother and his lady and his sister from next door, and a couple other people. So it was a packed house, really. And so, but I enjoyed visiting. I like to meet new people, so it was fun. And I had met this daughter before, so I had met her Journey and Zoe before, and they were really sweet young ladies, really sweet. And Journey's expecting a baby later this year. So happy for her. And this is something she'd been wanting for a long time. Her and her husband been wanting a baby for a long time, and they're finally gonna have one, and I couldn't be happier for her. I know the first time I met her, that was something she was talking about, that she really wanted a baby. And so when Eva told me that they were expecting, and that she had made it through the first trimester, which is the most dangerous time for pregnancies, but once you hit that 3rd trimester, you're a little safer as far as losing the baby. So I'm glad that she made it through that first 3 months, and she's into her 4th month, and so she's on a ride. But I got these from Hobby Lobby, and put them in there. And then I had 4 of these, but I bought 4 more just so that I could have plenty for when I get ready to work with it, because I'm gonna work this with some regular lighter turquoise color. But this is called Instant Classic. It is considered I love this yarn print, so it doesn't have what the solid colors has. It's 5 ounces, 142 grams, 252 yards, and 230 meters. It's 100% acrylic, a 4-weight, and of course they recommend a 5mm knitting needle and 5.5 crochet hook. I always use a 6, but this reminds me of that Bitty Stripes from Red Heart, and I'm not paying $10 a skein for that stuff on Yarnspirations. I'm just not. But this was $3.49 with the 30% off. So I got 4 of these. I'm gonna stick them over in this bucket that I got. And then, I was talking in the last video about the Karen Cinnamon Swirl Cake Heat Wave color, and I think this will work. Let me grab that and show y'all. Oh. I could have got the hold on, something tipped over underneath me, but I think this will work just fine. There's a lighter orange like right in here. And this color is called Desert Glaze. Okay. I say a medium orange is what it looks like. But anyway, so I think that will work just fine with that. I think it'll complement it just fine. It's got something so close to that, like right in here. So it'll be fine. But I got 4 of these. I'm gonna throw them in my bucket over there. Oh, I guess I got 4 blacks. I don't know why. I guess I figured I could use it for something else. And I'm gonna put these, because I got a little bucket I'm just putting stuff in so it don't get messed up. Now that I don't have a crazy puppy tearing my stuff up. Then Eva gave me some goodies, so I'm gonna show y'all those. She managed to catch that Pioneer Woman yarn at a Walmart she was working at, because she does the greeting card stuff. She's like, I can't think of the name of that company, but she works for a company that goes into various retailers and replaces cards and stationery and that sort of thing. And so she was at a Walmart, and one of the workers come and told her they were marking down the Pioneer Woman yarn, and did she want some? And of course, you know, she's like, mm-hmm. And see, our Walmarts here in Shreveport didn't get but the variegated 3-weight yarn is all that I ever saw in any of the 2 Walmarts I go into. And but apparently in whatever town, because she goes all around the area, so wherever she was, they had the cakes, the Pioneer Woman cakes. So let me show you what she gave me. She got some for herself too, but I didn't want to try this, but you know, you couldn't find it in the store. But this has been on the YouTube streets before. Other people have shown this yarn, but this is the Pioneer Woman yarn, and this is in the cakes. Now I'm gonna tell you the specs on this one, and it'll probably be the same specs for the other. It's a 4-weight yarn. Let me see where the yardage is. I know I saw it. Oh, there it is. It has 312 yards. It's 285 meters, 5.3 ounces, and 150 grams. And this color, well, coral stripes. And I think she gave me 6 of this one, I think, because they're all in different little bags. But yeah, but this is super pretty. I don't know. I'll figure something out for it. I'm just gonna put that in my bucket over there. And then she gave me a solid pink, which, let's see what they call this one. Something pastel, but it's pink. Isn't that pretty? And the softness, you can compare it to Red Heart with Love. If you've ever had Red Heart with Love, it's a really nice thicker 4-weight, and it's really soft, but it's fairly durable. And this is really nice. I would say this is definitely feels like Red Heart with Love. But Red Heart with Love is also sometimes hard to find, and it's expensive sometimes, like $5 a skein or $5.99 a skein. I'm not paying that. But I do like this. And I look for, yeah, this is a nice 4. Yeah, this is a nice 4. Yeah, that works just fine. I'm going to stick those in the bucket over there. And there's one more color. And then I'll show you the other goodies that she sent me home with. And this one is called, well, teal. Sorry, teal. So teal. This is just regular teal, which of course is my first favorite color. And I like this a lot. So I think I got, if I remember correctly, there's like 5 of this, 5 of the pink, and maybe 6 of the stripes. So there's a lot. So I can do pretty much anything with this. I might mix these 2 together in a blanket. I think that would be pretty. I think that'd be very pretty. Then let me get all these. I'll rearrange them in the bucket. I just want to put it in something that I can move around. Yeah, I'm going to have to rearrange this. I'm running out of room in it. If I rearrange it, it'll all fit. And then she gave me some pretty neat look things. These are popsicle cozies. I've never heard of such a thing, but I guess they are a thing. Popsicle cozies. And so she gave these are for each boy. Should I buy some of those popsicles? Which I rarely buy. I rarely buy those kind of popsicles. I used to buy them all the time when they were little, but now that they're older, not so much. But I was thinking, check this out. Boom. Hook holder. You could put a hook in here and throw it in your project bag and not worry about the hook getting in your stitches, that you've already worked. Perfect, right? Yeah, I thought so too. I think she's got another one in here that was supposed to be for me. Yeah, this one. Let's see if it works in the mermaid tail. Well, sort of. It tips up. I guess you could put it down in the tail, then probably get it. Yeah, almost. Yeah, that works. You just have to kind of put it down in the tail like that. Yeah. But hook hiders or hook protectors are pretty cool. And this is the bag she gave me. Isn't that nice? And it's really well made. Let me see if it says Sport Best Fashion. Okay. But she had bought some things off a lady that was getting rid of her inventory. Like here's sanitizer that I can put on my keychain or in my van, hanging in my van somewhere. So let's see. Does it say what kind of? It just hands. Oh, eucalyptus and white tea. Nice. And here's a flamingo keychain, which I like anything to do with the beach, so flamingos are in that category. And I think, I'm not sure, I had to ask, this is another cozy of some sort. I'm not sure exactly what. Maybe a water bottle cozy. That's probably what that is. And here's some earrings. Let's see if I can figure out how they're in there. Yeah, there we go. And I like the big earrings too. And these are green. Let's see if I can. So these are earrings. And I don't know. I probably will wear them at some point. See if I can get them back in here so they keep them clean, because they are, got this fabric or string or whatever on them. So I'm gonna just put that there. I'll put it back in when I'm done. Well, looky here. Let me put this can in here. Watch this. I think that's what this is. Yep. I don't drink a lot of canned drinks. I usually put everything in the Yeti cup, but there we go. And it's got flowers on it, so it's really pretty. So, yep. There's a good old can koozie. I don't drink beer or any alcohol, really. I'm either soda or flavored water or regular water. Let's see. Oh, goodness. Okay. These are loose somehow. I don't know if they were in something, but here's another. Aren't they bright? You won't be able to miss me if I wear these, right? Beautiful. Absolutely. And these I really like too. These hearts. Aren't those pretty? So pretty. It's like an animal print in black and red. Yep. Love, love, love that for me. And here's some turquoise and silver earrings, which I have turquoise in today. And so she hooked me up with the earrings, let me tell you. Here's some peacock earrings. Let me pull them out of here so we can get a better look at them. Isn't that pretty? So pretty. These would probably be easier to get it back in the plastic than the other ones over there. And let's see. Oh, and a dream catcher necklace. Isn't that pretty? Love that. I have a rainbow dream catcher over there. And let's see. Oh, and these are like little tiger eye earrings. Love that. And a peacock necklace to go with the earrings, which I definitely will wear. It's a thicker, it looks like a fairly thicker chain. I don't know how long it is. I'll try it later. If it's as long as this one that I'll have my Phoenix on, then it'll be all right. And then another pair of the heart earrings, only this one is in, I guess that's black and white. Yeah, love that. I'm not sure what was in that. And that's it for what the goodies that were in here. And it's a lined bag, but this is very well made. I'll be putting something in here. She just enabled me to have more WIPs. That's what she did. Yep, more WIPs, as if I needed more WIPs. So I'm trying to think of how many I have. 1, 2, 3, 5. I have 5 WIPs in various bags and containers around the house. 5 or 6, something like that. I'll figure it out. There's so much yarn and that I want to work with, and I hope I get time. I hope I'm around long enough to work all this stuff out. In there like a saying, something past life expectancy. That's all right. I told my boys yesterday, I said, this is your inheritance, this yarn collection. If I croak, then y'all just make up a bunch of mystery bags and sell it off. Because they don't have any interest in crochet or knit or any of that stuff. And I don't think anybody that they're connected with does either, with the exception of Eva and Amy. You know, both my boys love Eva to pieces. And they really do. She's so sweet. I enjoyed myself. That Johnny got his fried fish, and Theo, bless his heart, Theo had the best time. We took our 8-year-old pit bull mix Theodore with us, and he had the best time. Everybody loving on him and telling him how pretty he is and what a good dog he is. And then her husband's sister from next door brought her dog, which is like a hound dog boxer mix, and she was gorgeous, a gorgeous dog. She was really tall. She was probably taller than Axel was. She was pretty tall and kind of, you know, sleek, but she had almost the same color coat as Theo, and she had a boxer colored face with the black and the little white. But she was super sweet, and they were playing, and Theo was just, she would initiate the play, and Theo was like, yeah, let's play. And then when she got done playing, he'd go kiss her. And of course, one of Eva's dogs, little Mamu, had just recently had to have, it got spayed because she had a medical problem that it caused from her not being spayed. And so she kind of was having a little fit, so Eva put her up for a little while. And then Doc, her other little rat terrier, he just wasn't feeling sociable at all, and he kept into a bedroom by himself. He did. And then her little chihuahua named Pup Pup stayed under her chair and out of the way of everybody. And anytime one of the other dogs got close to her, she started growling at him, because she ain't big as a minute and she's blind as a bat. But she knows if someone's close to her, and she just growl. And so she never came out to play. But I was glad that the dog from next door came in over and played with Theo, and he was super happy. Between getting to play with her and all the loving from everybody, he's like, man, I don't know who had the better time, me and the boys or Theodore. But he was a good boy. I was really proud of him. He was very much a gentleman. And you can't ask for more out of an older dog like him. I thought he did really great. And so, yeah. I just wish the trip there and the trip back hadn't been so rough on my tailbone. But Will's car, he drives a Toyota Corolla, and it's really low. You know, the regular cars are low, and I'm not used to riding in that kind of lower vehicle. I'm used to driving in my minivan, and my minivan seats are extremely comfortable. They're leather and just really comfortable, and Will's are not. I never could get. I kept shifting my body to try to get in a better position to where it didn't hurt so bad, but I never got in a good enough position. Luckily, Eva's little love seat that we sat on wasn't too bad, so it was a nice break between the trips, there and back home. And Will, I was proud of Will. He did the speed limit. He stayed within the speed limit the whole time. He was really careful. But those back roads, some of them are a little rough, and especially in his car that's low like that, and not it doesn't have the good shocks like my van does. My van takes bumps a lot better than his car. So, but I don't think I'm going to be able to drag Will back out there anytime soon. He's like, I don't know how people live back here. He said, this is too far. This is too far. This is too far back in the woods. There wasn't even a gas station or any open store that he could have stopped at and got a drink at. He was like, there's just nothing back here. I had told him, I know at least twice, that there was like 20 miles of back roads to get back to where she lives. Once you get off the interstate, there's like another 20 or so miles, before you get to her house. I told him that, but I guess that didn't sink in until he drove it. So I won't be taking Will back out there, and probably not his car either. I'll get the tires on the van and drive the van next time, because I've driven it. I've been there a few times in the van, and it was fine. It was comfortable. But of course that was before I lost all this weight. Yeah. So what was the deal with my tailbone is that sometime in the past I have fallen and fractured it, and then it healed up because you can't put a cast on a tailbone. But I didn't know that I had that problem, or that was even a thing, until I lost all this weight and started having trouble with my tailbone. And I was like, golly, why does it hurt so much? And if I sit in this position or that position, or if I'm not cushioned enough, why does it hurt so bad? So I talked to my doctor. My doctor sent me for an x-ray, and then when we talked about the x-ray, he said, did you know you had this healed fracture? And I was like, no. And so it had to have been 2016. How long? 8 years ago. But of course I didn't notice it because I had all that junk in my trunk, you know what I mean? I had a big old caboose, and now my caboose is not so big, and so now I don't have all that cushion around my poor tailbone, and so now it's the issues cropping up. So I just have to try to sit with good cushioning and be as comfortable as possible. But I can't sit for as long as I used to without it starting to get me. But I'll be okay. I don't think there's anything they can do for it other than me just adding donut pillows and whatever other kind of pillow. Oh, goodness. Yarn clippings. But that's about all I got for today. I hope y'all had a good weekend. I certainly did have a good weekend. And I come home with some goodies. Usually it's the other way around. I did take Eva some hooks. Some, months back I got gifted a bunch of some crochet hooks, some Afghan hooks or Tunisian hooks, and a bunch of knitting needles and stuff from Diane. She gifted me a big box of this stuff that she had gotten at an auction, and so Eva had told me that she wanted some of the Tunisian hooks and some knitting needles, so I put a bag together for her. And so I gave her something. I wasn't really anticipating getting so much back, because usually but she had all this stuff, all these goodies. It was almost like a Mother's Day or birthday wrapped into one. So it definitely always nice to get goodies, and I'm seriously into earrings right now, so I'm glad to expand my earring collection and my variety. Just I like to wear different kinds all the time. I just decided that I was just big into earrings now, so this contributes to that. I did buy some at Hobby Lobby the other day, some really big hoops, and I bought different sizes of these. you know, turquoise and silver ones. I lean more towards silver than gold, so most of my earrings and stuff is silver because that's what I like. I'm not a big gold person. Like you never see a gold tooth. Oh, and so when I got done at Hobby Lobby, I went to a grocery store called Kroger and bought some more fruit. So I have fruit for the rest of the week. I don't know what Johnny's making with his chicken that he looks like he's already cooked. He already baked chicken and made something in the pot for as a side, probably vegetables. But I'll have to go look and see. But yeah, it's been a good couple of days, and hopefully this week I can. I'll probably finish this top tonight, and I'll show that to you in the next video before I wash it and send it to him. And so he'll get it sometime this week, because I'm sure all I have to do is tuck some ends on that other panel and then seam it up, choose the space for the armholes, and then just figure it out. So it should be fun. I have to do I'm gonna lay it against that t-shirt I bought and make sure it looks good before I seam it up, and I don't need to add to the shoulders or something like that. But anyhow, y'all have a good night. I'm gonna get this uploaded. I got to do the devotional video for tomorrow and Wednesday. I do it 2 days at a time. So and the rash on my leg is better. So I didn't itch all night last night. I don't know if that's because I took 2 Benadryl or what, but it didn't itch me all night, and it seems to be less, if that makes any sense. I did put some calamine lotion on it before I went to bed, but that hasn't been helping. But I was just like, I got to do something because I wanted to sleep, and of course I didn't get in bed until almost 4 a.m. and but I conked out out for the count. So hopefully I'll sleep good tonight too. I did have a little Diet Mountain Dew, which is caffeine. Some days I don't have caffeine at all, but today I had about a half a bottle of Diet Mountain Dew. So I have some caffeine in me that should carry me to about 1 in the morning. And then I'll try to go to bed because I need to get up and go to this feed and seed store and get some flea pills for Theo, because he's chewing the heck out of his tail because of fleas. So I need to get the flea stuff for him. He did get one back in April, the end of April, but I think it must have just been a 1-month pill, because he's now scratching all the time. So it must have just been a 1-month pill. So I'll go get him, some to get through the summer with, and hopefully deal with that, and then we'll give him a bath soon, and that'll help too. But he's short-haired, so it's not as bad because he's short-haired. So he's a little easier to bathe as far as his fur and everything. But he really hates getting baths, so Johnny takes him outside and on a leash, and then he puts his foot on the leash to hold Theo there, and bathes him outside. Because if you tried to bathe him in the tub in here, it'll look like a crime scene. Because that's 80 pounds of dog that don't want to be bathed, and he fights. And pretty soon you look like you had the bath too. So I think a lot of people can relate to that, because big dogs are just like that. Some of them like the water and some of them no. Axel was pretty good about baths, but Theodore, he never has liked a bath ever. So yeah, we've tried peanut butter, we've tried lots of things, and no, he just doesn't like to be bathed. But that's okay. He doesn't mind using the towels on him and brushing him afterwards. It's the getting wet part he doesn't like. Go figure. But thank y'all so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed and you keep searching for my channel and not subscribing, if you subscribe and click the little bell and hit all, every time I release a video, you'll get a notification through your YouTube app, and you won't miss any of my videos. Subscriptions are free. There's no charge for subscriptions. The memberships start at $2.99, and so that's the join button you would see if you're on the app, or through a browser you would probably see it. but that's not required. But subscriptions would definitely help the channel, and of course if you hit the like button and leave a comment, that also helps the channel get better, more seen. And I just want to reach 3K. I've been wanting to reach 3K so long, and I'm just like a little over 100 subscribers to get in there, and it's a little heartbreaking, to be honest, because it'll get to like you know, 28, 90 something, and then, you know, it's like it fluctuates by about 2 to 5 subscribers. It'll go up 5 subscribers, then it'll go down 6, and it's just been back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and it's just infuriating, to be honest. Just a little, I just want to be at 3K. I don't have big aspirations as far as 10K and all that. The highest I ever want to go is 5K. I'd be totally tickled if I ever reach that. But I'll be at 3 years in August. And it would be nice if between now and August I meet 3K at 3 years. That would be awesome. That's just a goal I have. So anyhow, I have really talked too long. So I love y'all, and so does Jesus. And please remember to adopt, don't shop. Your best friend could be waiting for you at the shelter or the rescue. And I'll see y'all next time. Bye now.